Extremely excited. Extremely excited. Well, I guess I took off all my pens. It's kind of like last year, exactly at this meet. Like I made that like little difference in the 60, and it paid off huge in the 200 outdoors. So it's all coming together.
No, you mentioned last year that your goal is to double this year at the World Championships. Coming off of a 6:51, winning the race, beating Trayvon Bromell, how does your confidence feel in doing that now following this race?
It soars, to be honest. Because it's like, okay, to be honest, the goal is always to be like, my coach is like, let's be as close as we can in the start, and then we just really keep working that acceleration, and by the time we get to top speed, we're just pulling away. So it's like been so many years where you've just been trying to do that, and it's just coming up short, and now it's actually happening. It's like, this is it. This is the moment I've been working like 7 years for. Like, shoot, like, it's happening.
Was there something that clicked when, I know you have some time to look back at the race, was there something that you felt different, like, ooh, I haven't felt this position before, or was things just more smooth than you normally have in the 60?
To be honest, it's just rounds. I'm a guy who really does better with rounds. Get that first race in, already seeing how close I was to my PR, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going faster than the next race. So let's just hone that energy and let it loose in the finals.
When did you know you had that next year?
You said what?
When did you know you had that last year in this race?
When we transitioned, I saw where Trayvon was, and I'm like, it's not enough, buddy.
What kind of change between running in the Florida race to now, where Florida came second or third, right? What kind of change between the past couple of weeks?
To be honest, it's just like environment, where we were in training, what I wanted out of the race. When I treat Gainesville as a pre-meet, and that's exactly what it was. I wanted specific things. I wanted to have a better start. I wanted to work on my acceleration, really getting that energy going. And then my top speed is always going to do what it does, so I'm never going to be worried about that. And I remember a lot of people, saying like, oh, you should have dipped at the line and all this stuff. And it's like, it's a pre-meet. I'll be fine. And like I said, here, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, your brother beat you in that one.
He did. My brother and my teammate Kendall. They both beat me.
What's it like to be beat by your brother?
Well, I'm going to put it like this. He's only ever beaten me in the 60 and the 55 meters, which is the funniest thing in the world to me.
What about him false starting today?
It's one you got to take the chin. There's a flinch, and it really sucks. But hopefully it's just one of those learning situations. You take what you did, you'll be like, okay, that happened. I'm never gonna let it happen again. And you keep moving.
He seems to be progressing. As a pro. Would you say that?
Yeah, he's definitely progressing. I'd say that he's finally starting to take on like every learning opportunity. I'm gonna let them go. Yeah, it's only gonna get louder.
What's the farthest you've ever run in your life?
My life? I've run 3 miles before. 3-4 miles before. Yeah. Back in high school. I don't know. It was just to get into condition. It was like the beginning of the year, like first 4 weeks of practice.
What about now? Do you ever go jog like 20 minutes? Or
why would I do
that? we saw you today post the race day fit, brought out the photographer. What was the inspiration for what outfit you brought out today?
Yeah, me and Mark Wedmore, who's my agent but also the meet director, we are constantly just having conversations about how can we advance the sport, how can we meet our fans where they are, and we look at football and basketball and even sometimes European football, and they're going out, they're coming in their best dress. Having that question of how do we get on GQ or GQ Sports, like if we're not showing up to them and showing them what we have, then why would they even pay attention to us? We're not even bringing our best fits. So just giving everybody that opportunity to get outside of track and then be able to show your personality.
You mentioned the pre-meet song or the intro song. Could that be next that we see at a race? Maybe they get you.
So we were trying to get that here, but there was just so many little things that we didn't have going. Like we were even going to try to have an intro song for when they come out to the 60s, and it's copyrights, getting everybody's song, just little things that we never had tried before, and now we were trying. It just didn't have enough time, but now we know, and we're gonna try for the future and hope for the best.
Last year at this meet, I enjoyed hearing you technically break down what you wanted to get out of the 60 last season.
Yeah.
How has that changed this year? I guess the 60 in particular, this year, you're getting a couple reps in. What is it you want to get that's going to help that 200?
Connection between my upper body and my lower body. Now I feel that I have a reaction to the gun, but my body isn't simultaneous when it does that. You know, my feet might move, but my arms aren't moving, or vice versa. You know, I need them to work in unison. And when I get that, that's when I get that explosive start. That's when I get, you know, coming through low and striking down into the ground. That's putting me down the track and not up into the air. And those are the things that I've been working on the past 4 weeks. And then increasing that acceleration, you know, being an animal in that 20 to 30 area and just putting down. So when I actually do make that transition, I'm not playing catch up. I'm already in the race and I'm pulling away.
What's the fastest reaction time you ever had?
I couldn't even tell you that. It's not below 0.1.
You've been seeing a lot of success on YouTube recently. Could we see a video on this meet in the near future?
Yeah, I got the whole crew here. So they've been with me since Thursday. So you're definitely gonna have a video for it.
How'd you feel about the start today?
What?
The start today. How'd you feel about it?
I felt that it was, you know, good. It's kind of hard to compare when you're running next to Trayvon because he's really good at it. So it's one of those bittersweet moments. You know, I feel that it got what it needed to in terms of activation, but I still need to make sure that it's happening faster.
So no critical hit?
No, not a critical hit for me, not personally.
And when you were running down celebrating, I think I saw you say, "This is my track," or what was it?
Oh yeah, this is my home now.
Yeah.
This is mine. Won last year, won this year. This is mine now. I don't know whose New Balance is. This is Adidas now.
So you've spoken a lot during 2021, during the Olympic season, with the struggles that you went through. Can you talk about some of the ways that you're able to stay mentally strong through, you know, coming off of a good season?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me go off. Here we go. A lot of mental training. You know, going to practice, make sure there's a purpose every day. I think the biggest struggle has been trying to stay, you know, encouraged or motivated. This fine line where you can get content and you don't want to be, so you're like, okay, how do we make sure that we don't stay where we are? It's like, let's look for the even finer things, or let's not put our goal for this year, but for next year, and everything we do this year is just to prepare you for next year.
All right, so you took down one boss today with Trayvon. Next week, the next boss, Christian Coleman. How are you feeling about
Hey,
that?
everybody's vulnerable. I want you to run your best on me. Run that on me.
And we got to get you some European citizenship so you can run at Euros against Marcel Jacob. We'll figure it out.
Hey man, you just gotta stay healthy and we can just run at Worlds.
Appreciate that.
Thanks,
Come on,
Noah.
guys.